Glad to have you with us from Delaware Stadium. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Delaware Blue Hens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Delaware's head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graves. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man. It's Lofton. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Going over the top. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Straight ahead, it's Silver.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires it incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Hunt is on its way. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Trying to establish the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
Going to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. They were all over it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right side, it's Clemens. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
First and goal, Washington State.
Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wazoo! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to pass. Wilson has it over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
The Blue Hens come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw one first. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's got the first down. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Right back to the well. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Holds on, it's Lofton.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Second down, going to throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy...
Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Caught in the backfield, it's Silver. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for running room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're all over him. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Right down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They Weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Keeps it on 1st down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Talk about aggressive play calling here offensively. Down close to the goal line. On 1st down, you try to throw it, it goes incomplete. 2nd down, you try to throw it again, and now you get sacked, so you're almost forced now to have to do it on 3rd down too. Whatever happened to just running the football down the goal line and just trusting your offensive line and trusting a ball carrier to find a way?
Rush right in his face. Breaks into the open. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield, but they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. It's a fumble. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football and, in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're testing the right side here. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've been running it, but now the pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Third and goal for the offense. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Drops back on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Going to the run to start this second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. 3rd and long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the 4th down now, trying to get the football back.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
2nd down to the air. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Bowman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's why coaches hate to see their players try to lateral the football, because you don't practice it. It's just off the cuff, and that time they put it on the ground. That's a lesson for that young man moving forward. I don't think you're going to see him trying laterals anytime soon.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Sees a crease. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Cougars look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
At the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hands it off. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. The give. Runs through the tackle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
A little too much adrenaline on that one as it goes through the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Going long. He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Blue Hens. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown.
Number 31, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The handoff. Got the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking for a crease. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
See some running room. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. On the run, it's Voorhees. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. A designed run for the quarterback. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Showing off the arms. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington State. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Tyree. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Bowman. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Blue Hens moving quickly to the line. They just keep firing. On target over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense, quick tempo. Quick give. It's Silver. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally...
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David. He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Now on the counter. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fights off a defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Washington State will have to boot it away. The kick is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the quarterback takes a knee. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. when you know you have a team outclassed. The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.